Hey, you wonderful people of the internet. This is EpicBlackSheep here, and we're going to play a game called The Beginner's Guide. Now, I've been wanting to play this game, but unfortunately my computer it wasn't up to par, you know, with the graphics and everything like that. So I went out and bought me a graphics card, a CPU. I got a Core 2 Quad Q9 550, I think, something like that. Yeah, something around those lines, right? And so now I wanted to play test everything, make sure the computer is running properly, make sure to have any issues, overheating, etc., before I, came back out here with recording and doing my thing. So here we are, and without any more further ado, let's get into the Beginner's Guide, which was also made by the same producers of same makers, I believe it is actually, of the Stanley Parable. So onward. Widescreen. Make sure the audio. I'm pretty sure the audio is on. At least I hope so. Controls. All right. Understandable. Okay. Next. So I'm going in completely blind. The only thing I know about this game is that it's a game about other games. Oh.
Thank you very much for playing the Beginner's Guide.
Hello.
My name is Davey Wreden. I wrote the Stanley Parable, and while that game tells a pretty absurd story, today I'm going to tell you about a series of events that happened between 2008 and 2011.
Okay.
We're going to look at the games made by a friend of mine named Coda. Now, these games mean a lot to me. I met Coda in early 2009 at a time when I was really struggling with some personal stuff, and his work pointed me in a very powerful direction. I found it to be a good reference point for the kinds of creative works that I wanted to make. So just to start you off, this is, I think, the first game he ever made. It's a level for Counter-Strike.
Oh, I knew it!
Around here, by the way. And mostly it's just Coda learning the basics of building a 3D environment. But what I like is that even though he starts from the simple aesthetic of a desert town, he then scatters these colorful abstract blobs and impossible floating crates around the level. And of course, it destroys the illusion that this actually is a desert town, and instead this level becomes a kind of calling card from its creator. It's like a reminder that this video game was constructed by a real person. And it kind of makes you wonder, what was going through his head as he was building this? This is what I like about all of Coda's games. I mean, not that they're all fascinating as games, but that they are all going to give us access to their creator. I want us to see past the games themselves. I want to get to know who this human being really is. And that's exactly what we're going to do here. So, it's 2008, Coda starts making these games, and he never releases any of them. He doesn't put them onto the internet, he just makes them and then immediately abandons them, and they sit on his computer forever. And I think he really understood this image of himself as a recluse. At one point, he jokingly renamed his computer's recycling bin to Important Games Folder. So, this was just how he worked. He tended to crank them out one after the other without even really pausing to try to understand what he had just made, until suddenly one day, he just stopped. In 2011, that was it. He made his last game, and then he hasn't made another one since.
Aww.
And that's why I've taken this opportunity to gather all of his work together, is because I find his games powerful and interesting, and I'd like this collection to reach him, to maybe encourage him to start creating again. And if the people like you who play this also happen to find his work interesting, then I'm sure it'll just send that much stronger of a message of encouragement to Coda. So thanks for joining me on this. If you have a particular interpretation that I haven't mentioned here, or if you just need to get in touch, you can email me at daveywreden@gmail.com. Okay, that's about it for introduction. Let's take a look at Coda's first proper game.
What?
As each game is loading, I'll show you the date that it was completed. This first one was made in November 2008.
This is a odd, interesting game. Oh. Whisper machine, status active. Oh.
Whisper machine active. Shift to strike.
I can't shoot.
This game is called Escape from Whisper, and it's one of the more generic games you'll see from Coda.
Let's go this way. Okay, I guess I can. Wait, what's that say? No, okay, nothing. Interesting.
You can click to fire the gun.
Oh, okay, there we go. Alright, where are the spooky fucking... This accuracy is ass. I'm just gonna, like, never stop firing because...
Security call breached.
Oh, am I out of ammo?
My force inbound.
What? Am I out
It
of
kind
ammo?
of looks like this game was abandoned mid-development. For instance, you have this gun, which you'd think would indicate that there are supposed to be monsters or enemies somewhere. But then clearly there are no enemies anywhere.
That's so true.
You can't even reload the gun when you run out of bullets. But ultimately we don't really know. Maybe Coda thought that actually it was complete the way that it is. And I think that we should talk about his games for what they are, rather than for what they're not.
Enemy force neutralized.
I love how you can see the bottom of the universe from this room.
Haha, you can. It's interesting, you know? Like what the game's concept is, and I still can't reload.
Apparently, this space station has a labyrinth on it. Sure, I don't know. There's really no reason for it that I've ever been able to discern, so in the interest of time, I'm just gonna skip you on past it.
Thank God. Okay.
Okay, this is the part that's interesting.
Ooh.
The game has this narrative about the whisper machine and how it has to be turned off, and then you get to the engine room.
Okay.
Hey, you there, in the engine room. You could save us all.
Could I?
That beam is powering the whisper machine. We could disrupt it by introducing a great enough heat signature. If your body could stop the beam.
You want me to, like, kill myself?
It's so much to ask, but for all of our lives, would you do it? Could you give yourself?
Now, do I have the option to, like, do that, or can I, like, leave? Oh, the bastards trapped me in here! I don't want to die! Fuck that, no. No, 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 no. No? Do I have to? I have to. Ah, okay. That's my dead
Let me
body.
pause here for a second. What you just experienced, stepping into the beam and then dying, is probably what Coda had initially intended when he was developing this level. But when he first compiles and plays it, something goes wrong. There's a bug somewhere. And this is what happens instead.
The screen goes black, and I don't... Oh. I'm alive? Or do I have to do it again? Oh? What? Help. Help!
The beam causes you to start floating.
Help!
And this is an important moment for him.
I'm being abducted!
Because yes, this is technically a glitch, but Coda identifies something human about it.
What?
Like how small it makes you feel in the face of this larger chaotic system. Or this floating could be the afterlife, a peaceful place, juxtaposed against all of the hysteria that you've just
Oh, why
had
does it
to
give you the
traverse.
option to skip?
I don't even know. I have no idea what he was thinking, but what's clear is that after making this, something lodges itself in his brain. He wants to do more of these really weird and experimental designs. So he stops work on this and moves on to a stream of tiny little games that go in all sorts of directions. Let's go ahead and take a look at the first game he made after leaving this one behind.
November 2008. Okay. Same concept. Kind of.
Yep. In this game, you can only walk backwards.
The past was behind her. Okay. A little weird. Walking behind me. Or fucking not being able to see. I don't like this. I don't like this. I mean...
So it's a short and relatively minimalist experiment combining motion and narrative.
Could not be seen.
It is less advanced than the previous game, but actually it seems to be more focused, more complete. Coda's trying to give it a unique voice rather than simply basing it on a pre-existing trope.
Why does the future keep changing? Whoa, wait a minute. Hold on. When she stops and looks, it becomes clear. Dude. Okay, so let's see. That's supposed to change, right? So I guess let's just keep going. But if the future is always behind her, how will she find the strength? Oh, I missed a text. Hold on, hold the phone, hold the horses. What does it say? Okay, never mind. I didn't miss any text. I'm stupid and blind, apparently. I like the concept for this game. To confront it.
It's a short little thought, it says what it wants to say, and then it ends. Didn't need anything more than that.
Yeah, I like
Which
that.
to me is why it works, because it gets out quick. Okay, next one.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh, Jesus. Ah, I don't like games like this. Mr. Stanley Parable, dude, what is it, Davis? Can I just skip this level? I'm just look down. I may be a bitch. Oh.
And that's it.
What?
Okay, the meaning of this game won't be clear just yet. Please be patient with me for a few more games, and I promise you'll see what makes it interesting.
Was I supposed to be looking? Oh, tit. I was supposed to be looking, wasn't I?
Oftentimes, Coda would put bizarre titles like this one at the start of his games.
Oh?
I wish I'd known him at the time that he was making these early games.
Huh.
He would really only talk to me about his work as he was making it. Once he stopped work on a game, like, that was it. It was dead to him. And I don't agree with that at all, but what are you gonna do?
Make the game? Oh, it's like slowing me down.
Once you've been slowed to an absolute crawl, the door at the top of the stairs opens.
Uh-huh.
So why, if Coda's not showing these games to anyone, why bother opening the door at all? Well, to show you, I'm modifying the game here, so that when you press the use key on your gamepad, it'll bring you back up to full speed, so you can enter the door for yourself.
What's in here? A bed? What? A game where you collect items except what? Sound on X. What? Help? What is all this? What does it all mean? Simon,
A room
the numbers.
that's warm and nice and filled with
This
little
game is ugly with
ideas
giant
for
blocks of
games.
text explaining what's happening. A normal game where you have to scream into a mic every 15 seconds to keep playing. Oh, Jesus. A
Coda
series
would
of
often
lavish
tell me
manual.
that
Oh.
he didn't mind if people thought of him as cold or distant. He said that he knew that he was actually a vibrant and compassionate person, but that it takes time to really see that. It can be a very slow climb to get there.
Huh. Some of these ideas are really interesting. I love games that... Oh, never mind. Guess I can't freaking read more about them. Thank you. January 2009. Ready, set, fish. I want it to be noted, I don't see any water, nor am I on a boat, nor do I have a fishing rod. So what is this kind of lie, huh? What are you playing here, guy? Ready, set, fish. I don't know, like, what is it supposed to mean?
Well, this is new for Coda. It's an actual puzzle. Go ahead and see if you can solve it.
No? Okay. Okay. Is there like a way to walk behind the door? Can I just cheat the game? No, okay. So what if I like... One door closes, another one opens? Did I just fuck myself? Oh, what the hell?
Don't forget that solution, because we're going to
Oh.
see this puzzle again soon. We're gonna see it a lot.
Interesting. Coda's got a knack for making games. If only he like, you know, finished one, that'd be like
So
grand.
that seems to be it, right? You walk down a corridor, you solve a puzzle, you get to the end. Simple enough.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright, now I'm going to modify the game again, so that when you press the use key on your gamepad, it'll remove all of the walls from this room.
Well, oh my god. There's so many levels. Why does he do this? Why doesn't he like look
How
at
about
this?
that? There was more to it than we had any way of knowing. I actually find it funny that this game comes after the Stairs game, since they essentially convey the opposite idea. So, in the Stairs game, a dull exterior concealed a rich interior. And then,
Ooh.
in this level, a dull interior hides this fantastic outer
Can I jump off? No.
Either way, I think that the point is the same, is that most of the time you don't get to know what you're missing, or even that you're missing anything. That's not your role as a player.
That makes so much
So
sense.
if your role here is not to understand, then what is it?
How many games like that you could play and things are just hidden, but no one is ever able to see them at all? You're now exiting. Okay.
Aha. So, this, combined with the entering game from earlier, tells
It's
us
getting
that
wider.
Coda believes his games are connected somehow.
I'm
It
trying
could
to
even
like
be
it's getting
that
wider.
the stairs game and the puzzle game are literally connected in between this and the entering game. There's a bigger picture that all of his games are meant to play a role in, some larger meaning that we won't be able to grasp until we've seen all of them. And once we have, we can step back and start to understand what exactly that bigger picture is.
I'm having a blast playing this game, and I think it's just so interesting to to think outside the box when it comes to some of these games that he's talking about. You know, the Great and Lovely Descent. Sounds like the opposite of the Dark Descent, which means amnesia. I'm not doing that game, not now. This is a game that's supposed to be happy.
Let's talk about video game development for a second.
Right.
Every video game runs on what's called an engine, which determines what the game can and cannot do. So in other words, the engine is a set of tools for game development.
Okay. Give me more dialogue.
To make all of these games, Coda is using an engine called Source. Like all engines, Source has certain things that it does well, and it has certain things that it does poorly. One of the things that it does very well is boxy linear corridors. That's why so many of Coda's games are set in these large, flat, empty rooms, is just because he's working with what the engine does well.
I see.
The tools available to the creator shape what kinds of creative work they're going to end up making. You might consider paying attention to the architecture in Coda's games, to notice how they seem to stem from an engine that's very good at producing linear, boxy corridors.
So I believe this is like the same engine that CS uses, right? CSGO? SourceGo? Something like that? Oh, more. And then it gets weird. Can I jump? Oh, you can't jump. But you have to like, hold on. Oh shit. Oh fuck. No! No! What the? And you still live? Touche. But can I get in here though? No, it's nothing? Okay. Is it a death trap? Do you see that? Oh god. Oh shit. Help. Oh? I don't like these. What? I need help. I'm gonna need... Why? I don't know why this is scaring me. I don't get this. It's just a weird, interesting game, right? Yeah? No?
This prison, funny enough, in Coda's original design, the doors stayed shut for a full hour before letting you go. If you don't mind, I think we're gonna skip that.
Huh.
This is something that he and I used to argue about a lot. You know, whether a game ought to actually be playable, whether it means anything if no one can get through it. And I would always defend that, you know, all this work goes into the game, why not make it playable and accessible? And so we just got into heated arguments over it, and there was one time that after one of these conversations, he went home, and a day or two later, he sent me a zip file entitled Playable Games that was full of hundreds of individual games, each of which was just an empty box that you walked around in and nothing else. Believe me, I played every single one of those just to find out if there was like a gag hidden somewhere. There wasn't.
Coda's a real interesting dude with a real interesting way to like think of things, the way he does his little games and whatnot. I don't know. I like his style. I think it's interesting. And he serves some interesting points. Ooh, grass. 3 little holes. And nothing down there.
It's the puzzle again.
Yeah?
With the exact same solution as the last time.
This game is done.
There's still no clear indication of what makes this puzzle so special that Coda is going to return to it over and over. But I promise I'll share with you my interpretation very shortly.
This game is so nice. to learning. It's just learning basically. Why is there no light in this hall? What? Oh, you there? Did you come up from above?
Coda begins using a kind of dialogue system that he fashioned out of the engine's chat capabilities. Use the buttons on your gamepad to respond.
Okay. Yes, there was a world stamp with witnesses. Yes, there was an enormous prison I spent hours in. Yes, there were floating blocks. Wait, hold on. Obviously, I just can't. Okay, so now this is where it needs gets confusing due to the fact that when I configured my my little thing, I forgot which ones were 1, 2, and 3. So that's what I need to do. Okay, hold on. I figured it out. Okay, back. I have to do this. Okay, press my buttons. I figured out the issue now. So this, back. There we go. Pause, and then 1, 2, 3. There we go. Only reason I need to do that so I can answer this properly. Continue. Okay. Oh, this is awkward. Why did it do this to me? Hold on. You're gonna see a little bit of the sheep's terrible. Okay, forward is this. There we go. There we go. I had it in the opposite way into a club. 1, 2, 3, and oh, you're sick. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I guess I can handle it that way. It's so weird. Okay, there we go. This is important. Did you have to get through a puzzle with 2 doors and switches? Yes, I did. That was literally the last thing I did before coming here. No, I don't remember. I'm going to tell you after all. We've only just met. Okay. Yeah, now tell us you solved it. Tell us the button. Tell us how you got to the other side. What? I'm trying to remember what I can. I don't get this weird dialogue. Someone else let me in, yeah. I don't know why you didn't solve it. So why does he speak? So you learned nothing. You cannot help us escape this prison. You are not the one I need. Surely there will be someone else. Did I just fuck up? Again? They seem relaxed. Okay. How did you get there? Or get here? Was there a puzzle? No. It's odd. No, I've been here. Okay. I suggest you go and see the puzzle sometime. It's not meant to be solved, but you can sit in the blanks or in the black space in the middle. What happens if I solve it? Not sure, but if I have any suspicions, you won't be worth what it takes to get there. You'll have to find other. Okay. I'm so confused a little bit. I'm gonna end it after this puzzle, but it's so weird. And now
so we make one last descent down to the final floor of the level.
All right. Do we talk to those weird blockheads again? And it's dark. This guy needs to fix his lighting. It's tripping me out, man. Alright. I don't like this.
It's a lamppost.
It is.
Okay, I can't tell you quite why, but for some reason Coda fixates on this lamppost. It's going to appear at the end of every single one of his games from here on out. I'll tell you what I think. I think that up to this point, he's been making really strange and abstract games with no clear purpose, and maybe you can only float around in that headspace for so long. Because now he wants something to hold on to. He wants a reference point. He wants the work to be leading to something. He wants a destination, which is what this lamppost is. It's a destination.
Yeah.
We're going to see it in the work as well. His games are just going to become a lot more cohesive, a lot more fully developed, with more of a clear idea behind them. And as we go, that idea will get clearer and clearer and clearer.
So deep. So basically we're just going into the descent of this guy who's making games. Is what I'm understanding. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to end it here. If you guys liked the video, please give a like, comment, subscribe, all these kind of things. It helps me out, and it helps me become a better YouTuber, and etc., etc. So I hope you enjoyed, and part 2 will be coming soon. Thank you, and you have a good day.